RJ family, it's your girl Jazz, and I'm back with another DIY. Today we're going to be making a balloon mosaic. The colors I'm going to be using is white, black, and purple. This is my first time doing it, but I feel like it came out pretty nice. And I'm going to share with you guys how I created my two numbers, which is 2 and 4. So yeah, let's get right into this video. And a little spoiler alert, if you came to this video to learn how to put the stand on the back, I will be doing a part 2, so you can subscribe to this channel and stay tuned for the part 2 of putting it back on, because I was not able to fit it into this video. But yes, I'm about to see you guys at Home Depot.
Watch Among Us after you get done?
You want to watch Among Us?
Yeah.
You want to play Among Us?
Yeah. Let me get down.
What are you doing?
Giant doesn't that one there?
Why?
Because I want to.
Are you bored?
No? Here.
For me,
Find a couch.
you want to find the trash?
Yeah.
I can't even find somebody to help us.
Oh.
So this is the board I'm gonna be getting. I'm not sure how tall it is. I guess I can try to read. .5-inch thickness. So we were in Home Depot for about an hour, basically really waiting for somebody to cut our board, just to find out that they will not cut the board for us. So we ended up having to do it ourselves. So here's a little look inside my life with my toddler. And since they could not cut it for us, I had to go buy a knife and a little measuring tape just to cut it. And that's what I'm doing here. They did block out the aisle for me though, so I could get everything cut that I needed to cut. But it was really unexpected. And I have a car, so of course these didn't fit even after I cut it. So I ended up cutting one in half again, and you'll see that later in the video how I still make that work. So I brought my fresh roll. I have a ruler for this project, Sharpies. I got me a notebook so I can write down all my costs and see how much I would price if I was to rent it or sell it out. I have some duct tape, some white duct tape, glue stick, white spray paint. Since my board, my foaming board is pink. You seen how big this was in the other video, and you also see me cut it. What you did not see is I cut the sides to fit into my car, and then I have these tacks. I have glue sticks. I have my papers for the 2 and the 4. I'm gonna bring y'all down a little bit so you can see exactly how I. So all you want to do is line these papers up like a puzzle, and then tape it together and then cut it out. Again, all you have to do is line these papers up like a puzzle, tape them together and cut them out, and then you use this as like a stencil so you could trace out the number 2 on your foam board. You could do it while cutting it, or you could just do it, you know, drawing it and then cutting it. You think it's gonna work? Please excuse my socks and that weak transition, because when I record lots of videos, always one of them end up being deleted or removed, and I'm not quite sure why, but it always happens. But you'll need a ruler and your scalpel for this. I mean, your ruler and your X-Acto knife for this. And you're just going to use your ruler to keep your line as straight as possible, your cut as straight as possible. But this is a curved number, so you're going to have to do it freehand at some point. After you have everything traced out with your X-Acto knife, you're gonna start breaking off the edges. My X-Acto knife wasn't deep enough to cut all the way through, so you see me going along that line twice in the exact same spot, just so I could break the foam off very easily. So this is how it's looking after I cut it all out. I'm gonna have him clean up the edges for me, like right here and stuff. And I'm also gonna spray paint this. Now this is the part where I decided to grab my spray paint, and I'm gonna go ahead and spray it and get it white. And then I'll be showing you guys how I apply the borders to this number 2. But first, I'm going to show you how I did the one I had to cut in half to fit in my car. I'm just getting my duct tape and securing it. That's all you do is put the duct tape on there. Do about 3 to 4 rows just to have it nice, thick, and even for no bending. And then you're gonna go and place your papers down, trace that out as well. My boyfriend ended up doing a different method than I did. I cut the entire paper before I set it onto the board and pinned it down after I cut it all out, but I'm going to pin it all down for him, and then he's gonna be cutting it out at the same time that he is cutting the styrofoam, as you see here. Was it hard to do that way? Cutting it with the paper on there? You think you did this faster than I did it? As you can see, I got some cleaning up to do. So that's the 4. And we're about to spray paint it. I'm back for part 2 in this part. What's up, babe? What's up, babe? What's up, Ryan? This is Jass, and I'm here about to show you guys basically the step 2 or 3. I don't know. This is day 2. So I'm gonna show you guys how I create the borders for the number 2. I haven't plugged in yet. I'm gonna wait just a second to plug that in before I get started. And I have these foam boards from Walmart. They were 80 cents. And I'm about to do a voiceover because I just realized the TV is on and my watching TV. Okay, so you just want to get your ruler. You want to cut out 6 inches and you want to cut it out the right way. I was doing 6.5 inches because, you know, I don't know how to do anything correct. So I did this. I used my marker. I dotted the lines, and then I drew out the lines, and then I cut it with my X-Acto knife. And I repeated this process for all the boards. I ended up using 4 boards on the number 2 and 3 boards on the letter 4, but that's only because I did not properly cut out these in exactly 6 inches. So make sure you do that. All right, now we're about to do the bottom. Now this step is the hardest, most consuming part of the video, simply because it's time consuming. So when you do this, don't be tired like I was. But I just hot glue this on to the edge, and then I press and I hold. And I know it sounds super simple, but it's time consuming. So you just want to glue this, and you want to make sure you have enough glue in the right spot. And then that is pretty much it. You just do that for the straight sides, which are super easy when it cooperates. And then for the curved side, you'll be scoring it and then putting it on the board. And by scoring, I mean cutting the styrofoam, but not all the way through. So you're really just kind of deep scratching the styrofoam, and then it'll be able to curve for you. And then you just hot glue it and hold, just like you did the straight parts. To get you curved like this, we're gonna take our X-Acto knife. You're not in the picture. Take your X-Acto knife and score this board. You know, try to make it neater than that though, but you get the gist. And after I score it, I'm gonna show you how we apply it. You ready?
I don't know if I'm lined up or you gonna have to tell me that part.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna take my glue and I'm gonna glue this side right here first. Put that along there. And now I'm gonna glue the top. Yeah. Now I'm gonna glue the top. So this is how it's looking so far. Almost done. And then this, you see, that's where we sliced it, and this is where we scored it and then glued it on. We also did the same thing up here for it to make that curved effect. So I'll see you guys when I'm ready to put the backing on. So now we're gonna be finishing up the video and blowing up these balloons. As you can see, I have multiple different balloons, all say high quality. And then I got my air pump from Amazon. I'm just blowing it up, and I have my hand here, y'all. I have my hand here for a reason. When you put pressure on the balloon while it's blowing up, it will create that circle instead of the pear shape. So you want the circle shape instead of the pear shape. And then you just keep doing that multiple times. Put your hand over it, blow it up. Thank you guys for watching. This is the finished product. I want you guys to subscribe to this channel, like this video, share it with a friend, and comment down below. Bye bye.